What's up, peeps? Nick Battle, aka Nino's Corner, man. You get a 2-for-1 episode, a 2-for-1 episode today, man. On this, you guys are waking up on Tuesday morning, and we're gonna talk about a bunch right now. You know what happened on Sunday night? Lakers won the NBA championship, number 17 for the franchise, number 4 for LeBron James, the fourth Finals MVP for LeBron James, the third coach that he has gotten a Finals MVP for. A Finals win for. The third team that he has gone to and got a championship for that team. And the debate thickens, the plot thickens. Let's let LeBron and Anthony Davis and the Lakers enjoy this win, but don't act like it's not happening, guys. You guys have been talking about MJ versus LeBron for years. What does this do with LeBron winning this championship? What does this do for his legacy? Where does this move him up in his legacy? Does he surpass your boy Jordan? Does he stay back at number 2? Do you think he's not even in the number 2 position? Do you think he's still top 5? Do you think he's out your top 5? What do you think? If you have this man not 1, 2, or 3, stop hating. Stop hating, man. LeBron is the dude, man. I mean, let's talk about the series first, guys. What did they do? They went to the bubble. And I hate when people say, well, he had 5 months off, or he had 4 months off. So did everybody else. They all had rest. Actually, he's a 35-year-old, 17-year vet, which honestly is bleeding into his 18th year. If it wasn't for the strike, this would be his 18th season, like already in his 18th season. So you got a guy who's a 17-year vet, 35 years old, be 36 here in a month or so. Yes, he had rest, but so did Kawhi. I don't want to hear anything about it. They wouldn't beat the Clippers. The Clippers couldn't beat Denver. They let Denver come back and beat them 4-3. They were up 3-1. Stop it. They beat James Harden and Russell Westbrook 4-1. They beat Dame Dollar, man. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. Everybody said that they were the hottest team in the bubble. What they do? They won one game. First game, then it was a gentleman's sweep. They didn't play the Miami Heat. And I kind of thought LeBron wanted Miami Heat just for some of the comments that Pat Riley made after he left to go back to Cleveland, after LeBron left to go back to Cleveland. I think he wanted them. I think they could have closed him out sooner, to be honest with you guys. But Jimmy Butler had some amazing games in the finals. Jimmy's that guy. He's not a superstar, but he's definitely that next tier. But he put up some superstar efforts. But for everything that Jimmy Butler did, I want you guys to think about this for a minute. Jimmy Butler had a 40-point triple-double in Game 3, okay? Tired him out so much. Game 4, he was useless. Game 5, he comes back, 35-point triple-double, 30-point triple-double, somewhere around there. Tired him out so much, he was useless in Game 6. Do you guys understand the things that Jimmy Butler did? That's what LeBron does night in, night out. He damn near averaged a 30-point triple-double for the finals. Almost 30 points, 12 boards, 9 assists a game for the entire finals. Did he look tired? He's 35. Jimmy Butler's not 35, guys. He didn't look tired. Jimmy Butler looked tired. But that tells you something. That is what is expected of LeBron James every night. We're seeing greatness in front of our eyes, and we still have the wherewithal to hate on it. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Enjoy greatness while it's here. Give the man his roses and his flowers while he's still living. What a hell of a series. Let's talk about Anthony Davis. The first 2 games of the series, Anthony Davis balled out. I said, hey, if he continues to have a series like that, like these first 2 games, the Lakers are going to sweep the Heat. And Anthony Davis is going to be the MVP of the finals. Well, not so fast, my friends. Anthony Davis, he did. He slowed up in games 3 and 4. LeBron took over. He just did, man. He took over Game 4. He took over Game 5. And let's talk about Game 5. Even though the Heat won Game 5, LeBron had a game for the ages. Probably his best finals game, minus not getting a win. It comes down to that last play, right? Him and Jimmy Butler are going basket for basket. Last play of the game, LeBron drives to the right. 3 people collapse on him. Dishes the ball out to Danny Green. Danny Green, wide open 3, shoots it. He'll usually make that 7 times out of 10. This just happened to be one of those 3 out of 10 times he's not going to hit it. He didn't hit the shot. Lakers lost. But what happened in that game, guys, was that the Miami Heat played the most perfect game that they could play. Not only did Jimmy Butler have a triple-double again, Tyler Hero was in double figures. Duncan Robinson was in double figures. I think, who else? Bam, of course, was in double figures. Who else was in double figures? Crowder was in double figures, if I'm not mistaken. They played about as perfect of a game as you could play, and they still only won by 1 point. Let that thing for a minute. Just let that sink. Anthony Davis didn't have a good game. He's in foul trouble. Game 6 comes on. Lakers are like, let's go home. It's time to go home. I'm done. Time to go home. And they were up damn near 40 points, or if not more than 40 points throughout the game. Last couple minutes, they let the Heat come back and get a few points and make it look halfway decent. They end up winning by 13 points. AD, Anthony Davis, he's a beast, man. If he ever gets it to where he understands that nobody can check him, it's a wrap. The Lakers will win this thing next year and the year after next if he does that. And one other thing Anthony Davis has to do, hit that gym with LeBron this summer. I need to see you getting big. I need to see you, not falling on the floor. I need to see you not getting injured every time you hit the floor. I need to see you be that guy. Take some notes from LeBron. And LeBron said it best. He said that he went to Miami. They taught him how to win. And he wanted to be better than the guys he was playing with. They wanted him to be better than them. They wanted to be better than him. It was just it was great competition on a daily basis between himself and D Wade and Chris Bosh. And it made him better. And he learned how to win. And in tune, they made him the best player that he could possibly be. He takes that knowledge, goes to Cleveland, wins a championship. Takes that knowledge, goes to Los Angeles, wins a championship. What does he do? He challenges AD. They make each other better. They both want to be the best, so they challenge. And there's no egos. And that was a little jab towards Kyrie, towards Kyrie Irving. And he said, "There's no egos." Lets you know that past stopped the worst egos, and we all know that. That's why Kyrie left. That's why he wanted out. So, what a series, man. Even though the series wasn't as really competitive as we thought it would be, I didn't think it was going to be competitive. It was more competitive than I thought it was going to be honest with you. Jimmy Butler, he's a bad dude, but it shows you the level of effort that Jimmy Butler put in. That's what LeBron does every night, and I don't think people really understand that. Like, how good is this guy? How really good is LeBron James? LeBron James, guys, just think about this. Within 2 years of going to a new franchise, what has he delivered? A ring. Miami goes there. They haven't been in the playoffs in 4 years before he got there. What do? They win a ring. After that, guys, he goes to Cleveland. 2 years, ring. Would have won it the first year, I think, if Kevin Love and Kyrie wouldn't have got hurt. Goes to the Lakers, 2 years later, ring. So, what's that tell you guys? This man is something special. 4 finals MVPs, 3 separate teams. First time in history it's ever been done. So, think about that for a minute, guys. Let's go on the other side. We're going to talk about the infamous debate, MJ versus LeBron. All right, guys, and we're back, man. So, now that LeBron has his 4 rings, guys, 4 rings, 10 trips to the finals, what does this do for you guys when it comes to this legacy? Does this cement him as the GOAT? Does this cement him as top 2 or 3? Is he on the Mount Rushmore for some of you guys? I've been hearing some people say he's not even in their top 5, which I think is just ridiculous. It's stupid. Like, you don't know basketball if you don't think LeBron's a top 5 player all time. The guys like Paul Pierce never put him in his top 5, which is ridiculous. And that, we all know what that's for. You know, they were the heat of rivals. I mean, they didn't like each other when they played against each other, but, you know, it is what it is. LeBron's top 5. LeBron's top 2. Let's keep it real. It's just a matter you want to put a number 1 and number 2. When you start to look at it, guys, you know, some people say Jordan's the best. Some people say LeBron's the best. Some people who like that style of play say Kobe's number 2 behind Jordan and LeBron's number 3. I don't even know why you even got him in the top 1 or 2. Some people say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the best. Some people say Bill Russell is the best. Some people say Magic definitely top 5. He's not better than Magic, you know. So where does this cement him at, man? All I know is that LeBron, wherever he goes, they win championships. They win championships, guys. He goes to Miami within 2 years, 2 championships in his 4-year time frame. And I think he underachieved there, and he still got 2 championships. Think about it. Somebody goes to a place for 4 years, gets 2 rings, and he underachieved. All right? He goes to Cleveland and wins a ring within 2 years. And I think he would have won that first year if his boys wouldn't have got hurt. Then he goes to the Lakers 2 years later, championship. I mean, he has done this, and he's done it when superstars basically have done it, like Jordan. He had his signature coach, Phil Jackson. Kobe, his signature coach, Phil Jackson. You know, Magic, signature coach, Pat Riley. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Daly for those bad boy Pistons. You know, any guys, Shaq, his signature coach, Phil. He won 3 out of his 4 championships with Phil. So when you start to look at all these teams and all these great players and the guys who have their signature coach is a certain guy, then you look at LeBron. He doesn't even have a signature coach. He takes these guys and puts them on their back and wins championships. Eric Spoelstra, nobody knew who the hell Eric Spoelstra was, you know, until he goes over there. And I guess the rumor was, you know, I don't think LeBron liked Eric Spoelstra. He basically said, Spoelstra or me. And they picked Spoelstra, and he said, bounce. Next thing you know, guys, 2 championships later. You know, 1 in Cleveland, 1 in L.A. He took Mike Brown to the finals. They lost. He took Eric Spoelstra to the finals 4 times. 1, 2. He took David Blatt to the finals. Garbage coach. They lost, but they probably should have won that finals if their team would have been healthy. Okay? Think about that guy. That was the finals that Matthew Dellavedova was the second best player for Cleveland. And Cleveland won 2 games in that finals against Golden State with Clay and Steph and Draymond. And Andre Iguodala got MVP of that series for guarding LeBron, who averaged a triple-double. Like, your defense was that great, the man averaged like a 35-point triple-double. Yeah. Right, damn near a triple-double. It was real close. Let me see what that was. I mean, he basically, like, did his thing that year, man. Yeah, he took Tyronn Lue, got him a finals ring. He leaves after he gets his championship, and he takes Frank Vogel to the tip. Like, real talk. I mean, let's just keep it real. He doesn't have a signature coach. One thing that LeBron doesn't have either, he doesn't have a signature move, which is crazy. Like, his move is he's a freight train. He's going to plow over you. That's what LeBron does. One thing he has to do better, though, LeBron has to shoot free throws better. And I think what people want to see when it comes to LeBron is him shoot free throws like 80%. That's just not LeBron, guys. He's more Karl Malone, like, when it comes to shooting free throws. He's a big guy. He's a 6'9" guy. I mean, it just is what it is. But he can't shoot free throws, but he needs to shoot free throws better. But first of all, guys, let me take a look. I gotta take a look at the stats for LeBron. When Andre Iguodala got the Finals MVP, LeBron averaged 36 points, 13 rebounds, and 8.8 assists, so 9 assists a game. 36 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists a game. And Andre Iguodala got Finals MVP because of the great defense he did against LeBron. The dude was like 1 assist short. He was 1 assist short of a triple double, and Andre Iguodala got Finals MVP for the great defense he had on LeBron. Yeah, so just think about that for a minute. That is what's asked of LeBron to have that every night. But who's the GOAT, guys? I think LeBron is the single most talented player we've ever seen play the game. I think Jordan, I can't say greatest winner because those Celtics teams, the most prolific winner. 6 for 6 in his era is hard. I'm not saying the Celtics, what they did wasn't hard, but it's like 8 teams, 12 teams. The talent level was not what it is when LeBron's playing or when Jordan and Kobe were playing. It's just not, and that's not a slight at any of those teams. It's just the truth. What Jordan did was spectacular, 6 out of 6. What Kobe did was spectacular. What LeBron's doing is spectacular. So you have to take that into account. Who's the better scorer? I think all around scorer. It's funny. Ooh. I think LeBron might be the all-around better scorer, but nah, I'm not gonna say that. Jordan's the better scorer. Rebounds, LeBron. Passing, LeBron. Defense, Jordan. But it's weird. Jordan's better on the perimeter defense. LeBron can guard 1 through 5 in today's NBA. In Jordan's NBA, he can guard 1 through 4. Easy. Man, I mean, it's a hell of a debate. You know, LeBron's free throws, his free throw percentage is much worse than Jordan's was 85%. I think LeBron's like 71% for his career. Field goal percentage is LeBron. 3-point percentage is LeBron. But the way that LeBron makes his teammates better, it's just it's unparalleled. I saw somebody put a post on my Facebook page or my Twitter page, one of the two. That basically said that they had a picture and it had 4 rings, and it said the first ring on LeBron was so the Cleveland ring was Kyrie, so he won that. The first one in Miami was the Ray Allen ring. Okay, the second one was a strike year, and the last one was the bubble, right? And so they're already trying to make excuses on why he won his rings. And so, I told the dude, I was like, well, on that logic, if it's if the first and the third ring for him were the Ray Allen and the Kyrie rings respectively, then Jordan, when he threw that to Paxson to win the game in Game 6, was that the Paxson ring? Jordan, when he threw that ball to Steve Kerr to win against, I forgot which team, was it Phoenix? Was that the Steve Kerr ring then? Because he put the team up and they won that game, which ultimately ended the series. And was Jordan's first ring the no James Worthy and no Byron Scott ring, because they didn't play in the half of the 4th game and none of the 5th game? So no, you play who's in front of you. Jordan dismantled him. Nobody ever gets on him for passing the ball at the right moment, like they did LeBron for passing and doing the right play at the right moment in Game 6. I'm sorry, in Game 5 of the series. But I mean, who do you think's the best, MJ or LeBron? What does his Finals MVP win do for his legacy? I think it does a lot. But I think, to be honest with you, I'm gonna say it right now. You're gonna hear it here first thing on Nino's Corner. They're gonna repeat. I think Anthony Davis is going to come to his own. He has the finals experience. He knows what it takes to win now. Listen, hey, man, LeBron is doing to him what D-Wade did for LeBron. He knows how to win. He's a champion now. He's going to have a little bit more swagger about him, and I think he's going to dominate. But, AD, hit the gym with your boy LeBron, man. Get in shape like that, man. Hit them weights. Sleep in the cryogenic chamber like I don't know. Just do it. It'll help you out. Just help this man. It's 17 years. Availability. And how about the shots he was taking? LeBron was taking them them jabs at Kyrie and taking them jabs at Kawhi and everybody was hating Skip Bayless. You know, basic availability. I never missed a playoff game. I think that was a shot at Kawhi. And, you know, go ahead, LeBron. Man, I'm out, man. Do you, man. Don't be afraid to feel outgrow your environment. Understand your brilliance, man. NinosCorner, I'm out, man. Salute. Ah.